Hello, I hope you're all well. I would like to actually start off by sharing with you perhaps one of my most favorite quotes by one of my favorite aromatherapists. She wrote the book back in 1990, I believe, and it's a quote by Suzanne Fischer Rizzi in her wonderful book on aromatherapy. It's quite an evocative quote, and it's such a beautiful description of essential oils. And it was certainly the first time that I fell in love with aromatherapy after this inspirational quote. This is what Suzanne Fischer Rizzi says. Getting to know these heavenly scents is something like falling in love. They will touch your heart, make you keenly aware of the beauty surrounding you, and open the door to your soul. Suddenly, every facet of your life will seem touched by magic. Seriously, it can't get better than this, can it? If this is the perfect description for what is an essential oil. This is all you have to tell people. And this has been my inspiration for more than 30 years. Now, it's taken me that long to fully appreciate the meaning of these words. It's such a provocative statement because I hope you've all had that feeling of falling in love. It's such a very powerful emotion. So what she's implying is that essential oils can have such a profound effect on us emotionally. Not only that, she then says it can open the door to your soul. Suddenly every facet of your life seems like it's touched by magic. What she's now suggesting is that there is a very deep, profound, spiritual, transformative effect that essential oils have that can truly enrich your life. I won't say that from a relatively young age I was blessed to know what my purpose was. It actually took me a while to understand what my purpose was. And my purpose has been the driving force all these years, and I can sum it down to 4 words. It's to help people flourish. I got distracted when I was in high school. I was given very poor career advice. Back in the 80s, all they looked at was your grades, and they said, you do good in maths and science, why don't you become an engineer? I actually did want to be an astronomer, but I was talked out of it, saying there's no career in astronomy. Who knows? But anyway, I'm glad I took my career path down engineering. But during that time that I not only studied as an engineer, but worked as an engineer for a very short period of 3 years, I was what is now referred to as truly languishing. And it was certainly after a lot of soul searching and meeting some very amazing people who became my first mentors that I decided to take this big leap and follow my dreams. And that involved studying herbal medicine, studying nutrition, remedial therapies, and of course acupuncture and Chinese medicine. And the rest is history. But it was then that I discovered aromatherapy. And as Suzanne Fischer Rizzi says, suddenly every facet of my life was touched by magic. When I first discovered aromatherapy, it was still in the mid-80s. It was relatively new in Australia. And I do get so excited when I've seen the journey that aromatherapy has taken as a modality that can be used holistically, but also as a profession. Now, I am grateful that along my journey that I've had the opportunity to start an aromatherapy school. I've been able to, I had the opportunity to write a book, a textbook that was originally used as a textbook. I have had such a great opportunity to establish Perfect Potion, a beautiful aromatherapy-based company, and of course to run masterclasses. All of these things are an embodiment of my purpose, and that is once again to help people flourish. My work has allowed me to explore so many different facets of aromatherapy. I often claim that when I speak at conferences that aromatherapy should be the medicine of the future. Now, this was more than 40 years ago that I remember saying this. And in some ways, it's been exciting to see how aromatherapy has become so popular and it's very well entrenched within that whole natural therapies and well-being industry. However, I'm still very concerned. I'm still concerned that the true healing nature of essential oils is very poorly understood. And of course, aromatherapy, unfortunately, is tainted by commercial interest. And here I mean is, the way that essential oils are often promoted and sold. And this has become a real concern for me. I have been so passionate about my role as an aromatherapist and all those years of teaching. And I truly believe that I would love to see aromatherapy as a profession once again flourish. And I do believe that what has happened in the last couple of decades, in the last decade in particular, the role of the professionally qualified aromatherapist has been undermined. Unfortunately, I dare not say that I do have a solution. So many people have asked me to start up my own aromatherapy school again, but this is definitely out of the question. I really do want to be able to dedicate and focus my time to exploring all these exciting facets of aromatherapy. And when I explore these exciting facets of aromatherapy, I want to share them with you. So I've decided to do something even better. That is to establish the Aromatree Academy online platform. Now, some of you will already know and have heard of the term aromatry that I've used. It's a concept that I actually developed way back in the 80s to help make teaching aromatherapy easier. It's a very powerful tool, I believe, that allows us to explore the healing potential of essential oils. In the Aromatree Academy, what I want to do is explore all the many different pathways that will help you to better understand aromatherapy, but to also allow aromatherapy to once again flourish as a vocation and as a profession. Now, the industry is quite fragmented, and there's nothing wrong with this. This is what makes the use of essential oils so exciting. But I am not going to in any way in the Aromatree Academy platform suggest that one style of aromatherapy is better than the other. Some, for example, want to focus more on what is called a more medical approach to essential oils, a more clinical approach, while others are more interested in promoting the more subtle aspects of essential oils. And that, of course, others are more interested in the use of essential oils as a creative expression. I want to explore all these facets of aromatherapy in the Aromatree Academy. One thing I will promise that I will do is I will challenge the current prevailing Western attitude that I see all the time that is obsessed with the pharmacological paradigm in which essential oils are effectively disintegrated and isolated into individual chemical constituents from which we can then better understand their therapeutic properties. Not that we're not going to, we will definitely be exploring a lot of the pharmacological studies. We will be looking at the chemistry, but I want to at least demonstrate and explain that if aromatherapy is to truly become the medicine of the future, I think it needs to change. We need a different model in which to understand it. And I do believe that in the Aromatry Academy, we are going to be exploring so many different facets of aromatherapy that are going to give you so many different pathways to explore, so that your practice, so that your understanding of aromatherapy can flourish.